In sport and exercise, we are often more aware of the body than in our other daily activities. We get out of breath, our muscles might hurt, and we are focused on getting our technique right for different movement activities. However, as sport researchers have noted, sport activities also involve moments when the body is absent from our awareness. This could occur in moments of flow in various sports, when we experience effortlessness and time seems to disappear, or in outdoor activities where we forget about ourselves and feel a sense of unity with nature. In contrast, especially if the body is injured or in pain, we experience a disruption in our movement activities. Our movements become difficult and forced, and the body seems to fight back. Digital technologies are one way to bring attention to the body. One of the most popular and heavily digitally mediated leisure time sport is running. Some studies on participants in running events have shown that more than 70% of these runners use some digital devices, such as running apps or watches, to monitor their running activity. Typical measures include distances covered, calories burned, pace, cadence, and so forth. Some running apps also include a training program and give feedback on progress and audio coaching as well. These devices have been applauded for providing recreational sport participants knowledge that can help them optimize their training and prevent injuries. Many apps also involve interactive elements and thus help develop online communities. Despite these benefits, there is also an increasing number of stories on the potential adverse effects. For example, excess attention to the metrics can be detrimental to physical and mental health. When the app provides the training program and the recovery status, it can also lead users to ignore or distrust their bodily feelings that won't be visible in the app. Unwanted and unforeseen consequences have also been called revenge effects of technology. While wearables and apps have been designed to help runners with motivation, monitoring, and planning their training, the unwanted consequence is sometimes that the metrics starts to control runners' thinking and behaviors around their running. They might force themselves to always go faster than previously, or regularly run around the block at the end of the run to complete a certain number of kilometers, even if the body is tired. If we think of sport at the elite level, it is evident that even more monitoring and measuring is involved there. For example, Team Sky, whose athletes have won Tour de France several times in the last decade, is using real-time tracking on athletes' performance and training rides, including tracking responses of muscle groups, power output, and the amount of sweating. Elite athletes are optimized to the finest detail, also with regard to nutrition and sleeping. With the ever-intensifying competition, elite sport is much about incremental advances over the opponents, many of which are nowadays sought by digital technologies that can be used to measure and modify athletes' lives and training to the most optimal state. Already in the early 90s, John Hoberman argued that elite sport system encourages a technological attitude to the body. The body is treated as a machine. Hoberman described athletes as mortal engines and argued that the triumph of sports science has meant that the classic Greek ideal of a healthy mind in a healthy body has been replaced by the endless quest for record production and exceeding physical limits. Athletes are performing more extraordinary feats than ever before. But this also often means that the price they have to pay is living their lives according to a strict program of monitoring and optimization, which starts at an ever earlier age. Is this the future we want for sport?